Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Ashley Collins, and today we are going to talk about a shocking truth that is likely sitting right in your kitchen. Engaging question: what if I told you that a substance you consume almost every day, believing it to be harmless, is silently overwhelming two of the hardest working organs in your body drop by drop? As a specialist, I have spent years observing the devastating consequences of this substance on my patients' kidneys, especially in adults who come to me when the damage is already tragically advanced. Today, I am breaking the silence. I won't use complex medical jargon. I will speak clearly and directly, as if you were sitting right here in front of me. I will reveal the single worst poison that is intoxicating your kidneys without you even realizing it. And the most alarming part, it is highly probable you consumed it this morning. Stay with me to discover what it is, to understand its destructive power, and most importantly, to learn how to protect yourself before it's too late. My mission is not just to treat, but to prevent illness. And believe me, one of the hardest parts of my job is seeing wonderful, vibrant people suffering from kidney damage that could have been entirely avoided. The silent heroes, understanding your kidneys. The problem with the kidneys is that they are the champions of silence, the unsung heroes of your body. Imagine having the world's most advanced water purification system working 24/7 without a break. That's your kidneys. They filter all your blood, eliminating toxins, waste, and unnecessary fluids. But they do so much more. They regulate your blood pressure, help produce red blood cells to prevent anemia, and keep your bones strong. They are the foundation upon which everything else functions. Engaging question: did you know your kidneys filter about 180 liters of blood every single day? That's the equivalent of 45 gallons. But what happens when this system starts to fail? No alarm sounds. There is no sharp pain to warn you. Chronic kidney disease is a thief. It settles in slowly over years, and by the time clear symptoms appear like ankle swelling, persistent fatigue, or cramps, the damage can be severe, sometimes irreversible. I have seen so many older adults come into my office, scared and confused, facing dialysis or a transplant. And the question that always hangs in the air is, "Doctor, how did I not notice?" The answer is painful, because no one warned them clearly enough about the everyday poisons sabotaging their health. That's why I'm here. Information is power, and today I want to give you that power. We are going to unmask several of these hidden enemies. I have listed them from the most common to what I consider the absolute worst. What you learn today could literally change the course of your life. Before we start the list, it is crucial that you understand why, as the years pass, we become more vulnerable to these poisons. Age simply changes the rules of the game. Just as we lose vision or gain gray hair, the kidneys also age. Their filtering capacity, what we call the glomerular filtration rate, decreases little by little with each decade. Think of an old car engine with many miles on it. It still runs, of course, but it doesn't have the same strength as when it was new. Now imagine that instead of giving this veteran engine good oil, we put in poor quality gasoline and force it up hills every day. What do you think will happen? Exactly, it will break down much sooner. This is exactly what many of us do to our kidneys without realizing it for 50, 60, or 70 years. We expose them to things that seemed harmless in youth, but which leave a small scar, and those scars accumulate. It is this cumulative effect that can lead to kidney failure. Furthermore, with age, it is easier for hypertension and type 2 diabetes to appear. And here I want to be very clear. These two diseases are the two leading causes of chronic kidney disease worldwide. They are like two hammers relentlessly striking the delicate structure of your kidneys. Therefore, anything that contributes to the onset or worsening of diabetes and hypertension is a direct attack on your kidney health. Today, we are going to name these aggressors. To make everything clearer, I have prepared a list of 4 of these poisons. We will start with one that is neither eaten nor drunk, but is equally harmful. And from there, we will advance until we reach number 1, which is, without a doubt, the most dangerous, addictive, and widespread of all the true wolf in sheep's clothing. Poison number 4, the silent stillness, sedentary lifestyle, The first poison on our list, number 4, might surprise you because it's not something you eat or drink. It's something you don't do. I'm talking about a sedentary lifestyle, the lack of movement, spending hours and hours sitting, whether watching television or in front of a screen. Engaging question. You might ask, but doctor, what does sitting have to do with my kidneys? The answer is everything. Your kidneys depend on a powerful and healthy blood flow to do their job. Imagine a rushing river. The water flows strongly, carries everything away, and stays clean. Now think of a stagnant puddle. Mud accumulates, everything rots, and the water becomes toxic. Your circulatory system is that river. When you move, when you walk, your heart pumps with more vigor and blood circulates strongly throughout your body, reaching the millions of filters in your kidneys with force. This blood flow gives them the power to clean your body optimally. But when you spend hours sitting, everything slows down. The blood flow becomes sluggish, like the water in the puddle. And this is the perfect gateway for the kidney's worst enemies: obesity, hypertension, and type 2 diabetes. When you don't move, your body doesn't use blood sugar well, leading to insulin resistance and, finally, diabetes. Inactivity also causes you to gain weight, which forces your heart to work harder and increases blood pressure. Every extra pound is an extra load on your kidneys. The solution? Just move, don't panic. You don't need to become an Olympic athlete tomorrow. The solution is much simpler and accessible to everyone. 1. Interrupt long periods of sitting. If you spend a lot of time sitting, the first step is simply to stand up. Set an alarm on your phone every hour to remind you. Stand up. Walk around the house, drink a glass of water, stretch your arms. This simple act reactivates circulation. 2. Incorporate a daily walk. It doesn't have to be a marathon. Start with 10 minutes around the block. Next week, 15. The key is consistency, not intensity. Walking is one of the best exercises there is. It's good for the heart, controls sugar, strengthens bones, and, of course, sends a healthy blood flow to your kidneys. 3. Chair exercises. If you have mobility issues, there are fantastic exercises you can do in a chair. Moving your arms, lifting your legs, rotating your ankles, everything adds up. The motto is, any movement is better than no movement. Remember the river analogy? Every step you take is a wave of clean water for your kidneys. Poison number 3, the hidden pill NSAIDs. We come to poison number 3. This one hides in plain sight in the medicine cabinet of almost every home. It's that pill you take without thinking for a headache, back pain, or arthritis. I'm talking about non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs and SAIDs. Names like ibuprofen, naproxen, or diclofenac are familiar to everyone. Millions of people use them, believing that because they are sold over the counter, they are harmless. And there lies the great mistake. While they are very effective for pain, their chronic, frequent, or high-dose use can be lethal to the kidneys, especially in older adults. The science of the attack. I'll explain it simply. For your kidneys to receive a good blood flow, there are substances called prostaglandins that keep the small renal arteries wide open. The problem is that NSAIDs work by precisely blocking these prostaglandins to relieve pain in the body, but they don't distinguish. They also block the ones that protect your kidneys. The result is that the kidney arteries constrict, close up, and the flow of blood and oxygen reaching them is drastically reduced. It's like stepping on the hose you use to water a plant. The water doesn't reach it, and the plant begins to dry out. The same thing happens to the kidneys, but the real danger is the silent damage. Taking these pills every day for chronic pain like arthritis is like stepping on and releasing the hose daily. Over time, the filters get damaged, scar, and stop working. It's a slow process that doesn't present symptoms until it's too late. The solution: respect the pain and the pill. So, what do? Do we endure the pain? Of course not. Quality of life is paramount. The solution is to use your head and, above all, talk to a professional. 1. Never self-medicate chronically. If a pain lasts more than a few days, the solution is not to keep taking pills. It's to see a doctor to find out what's happening. It's not about silencing the alarm, but about seeing where the fire is. 2. Be honest with your doctor. Tell your doctor everything you take, including vitamins, herbs, and over-the-counter pills. Many cold or sleep medications contain hidden NSAIDs. 3. Explore alternatives. For occasional pain, acetaminophen, paracetamol is usually safer for the kidneys, always at the correct doses. And explore non-pill options. Physical therapy, heat, cold, or stretching can work wonders to reduce your dependence on painkillers. The golden rule is this: NSAIDs are powerful medications. Using them occasionally is fine. Relying on them daily, without medical supervision, is playing Russian roulette with your kidneys. Poison number 2. The hidden salt, sodium. We move on to poison number 2. And this is perhaps the most underestimated of all. It is in every kitchen in the world. I'm talking about salt, or to be more precise, sodium. Many people tell me, but doctor, I hardly use the salt shaker. This is the great misunderstanding. The problem is not the salt you add. It's the brutal amount of sodium hidden in processed foods. It is estimated that more than 75% of the sodium we eat comes from there, not the salt shaker. It's in bread, cured meats, cheeses, canned soups, sauces, frozen meals, and almost everything that comes in a package. The industry uses it to make products last longer and taste better. It is an invisible aggressor. The science of the attack. Why is it so bad? Your body needs a little sodium to function. But when we flood it, the balance breaks. To dilute all that sodium, the body retains water. You feel thirstier, and your body orders the kidneys not to release a single drop of water. The result? The volume of blood in your arteries increases, and the pressure inside them skyrockets. This is nothing more and nothing less than arterial hypertension. Hypertension is the second leading cause of kidney failure. The filters in your kidneys are a network of super delicate blood vessels. Imagine trying to clean a silk fabric with a high-pressure fire hose. You would destroy it. Well, that's what hypertension does to your kidneys. Day after day, it damages them, scars them, and destroys them in a vicious cycle. The solution: become a labeled detective. Protecting yourself from this poison requires a change in mindset. It's not about eating without flavor. It's about eating with intelligence. 1. Read the labels. The most powerful tool you have is learning to read labels. Turn the package over and look for the word sodium. You'll be shocked to see the amount of sodium in foods that don't even taste salty, like some cereals or cookies. The recommendation is not to exceed 2,000 to 2,300 milligrams per day. If you already have high blood pressure, the goal should be 1,500 milligrams. 2. Cook more at home. This is where you have total control. 3. Rediscover flavors. Nature has given us an arsenal of herbs and spices that transform any dish. Garlic, onion, pepper, oregano, rosemary, turmeric, cumin, paprika. Lemon and vinegar are also great for adding flavor without a pinch of sodium. 4. Rinse canned vegetables. If you buy canned vegetables, rinse them well under the tap. With this simple gesture, you eliminate a large part of the added sodium. In a few weeks, your taste buds will readjust, and you will begin to notice the real flavors of food. It is a liberation. Poison number 1, the sweetest killer, sugar and refined flours. We have reached the end. We talked about a sedentary lifestyle, painkillers, and salt, all fearsome enemies. But now I present what I consider to be poison number 1, the undisputed champion of silent destruction, the most addictive, the most present in our diet, and the one that causes the most devastating damage. This poison is not a rare chemical. It is something we associate with celebrations, rewards, and affection. I'm talking about sugar and its inseparable accomplice, refined flour. Yes, you heard right. That white, sweet powder in desserts, sodas, and also the white bread, pasta, and cookies. In my experience, this duo is primarily responsible for diabetes being the #1 cause of kidney failure worldwide. It is the path that, unfortunately, I see repeated countless times in my office until patients end up on dialysis. The science of the total attack. Why am I so emphatic? Because sugar and refined flours, which your body converts to sugar almost instantly, launch not a single attack, but a massive and coordinated assault on multiple fronts. Attack front 1. The diabetes express lane. The #1 cause of kidney failure is diabetes, and excessive consumption of sugars and flours is the main culprit for type 2 diabetes. When you eat them, they cause a glucose tsunami in the blood. The pancreas goes crazy, releasing insulin to control it. If this happens every day, the cells become deaf to insulin, and the sugar remains in the blood. This is how type 2 diabetes is born. Once sugar is chronically high, the damage to the kidneys is brutal. Sugar literally caramelizes the renal filters, making them rigid and destroying them. This is called diabetic nephropathy, the fastest route to dialysis. Attack front 2. Hypertension. We used to think the blame was only on salt, but today we know that sugar is equal to or worse for blood pressure. A diet rich in sugar elevates blood pressure. So even if you control the salt, sugar will continue to hit your kidneys. Attack front 3. Silent inflammation. Sugar is fire for your body. It causes chronic low-grade inflammation that damages the inside of all your arteries, including those in your kidneys. Attack front 4. Obesity and fatty liver. The excess sugar you don't burn is converted into fat. This fat accumulates, causing obesity, another risk factor for the kidneys, and deposits in the liver, causing fatty liver, another condition that alters your entire metabolism and harms the kidneys. As you can see, it is a total attack, which is why I call it poison #1. The solution: reclaim control. The good news is that we can defeat this enemy. The key is knowledge. 1. Understand the disguises. Understand that sugar has many names: high fructose corn syrup, dextrose, sucrose, maltose. They are disguises for the same poison. 2. Eliminate the most obvious sources: sugary drinks, sodas, industrial juices, iced teas are liquid sugar. A single can have more than 10 teaspoons. Replace them with water, sparkling water with lemon, or infusions. This is perhaps the most powerful change you can make. 3. Be wary of low-fat products. They often remove the fat and fill them with sugar to give them some flavor. Always choose the natural versions. Natural yogurt instead of fruit yogurt, and add fresh fruit yourself. 4. Swap white flours for whole grains. Real whole wheat bread, brown. Rice, rolled oats. The fiber they contain slows down the absorption of sugar. 5. Embrace real food. Fruits, vegetables, legumes, meat, fish, eggs, nuts. When your diet is based on whole foods, sugar and refined flours disappear almost magically. Conclusion: your power to choose. We have covered an important path. Today, we unmasked 4 silent poisons that threaten your kidneys. Asterisk number 4, sedentary lifestyle, which stagnates your circulation. Asterisk number 3, NSAID painkillers, which can strangle your kidneys. Number A, hidden salt, which skyrockets your blood pressure. Asterisk number 1, sugar and refined flours, which launch a total attack against your body. Perhaps now you feel a little overwhelmed, but my goal is not to scare you. It is to empower you. The truth, even if it hurts, is the only thing that allows us to make better decisions. Kidney disease does not have to be your destiny. Every one of these poisons is under your control. You decide if you will get up from the chair. You decide if you will consult the doctor. You decide if you will read the label. You decide if you will choose water instead of soda. It's not about changing everything overnight. It's about taking one small step today and another tomorrow. Every small change is a victory. Every home-cooked meal, every walk in the protective wall of your kidneys. You have the power to change your health story. Final call to action. If this video opened your eyes or made you think, I ask you to do something very important. Share it. Send it to your children, your partner, a friend. Life-saving information must circulate. And if you want to continue receiving clear and practical tips to take care of your health, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Now I want to hear from you. Leave a comment below and tell me what surprised you the most about everything we discussed. Is there something you didn't know that you plan to change starting today? And please tell me where you're watching from. I love reading your comments and supporting your journey. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for dedicating this time to what is most important. Remember, your kidneys work tirelessly for you every second. Take care of your kidneys. Take care of your life. I'll see you in the next video.